What if I told you the most influential team in football history never won a single World Cup? 1974. The Netherlands arrived in West Germany with a radical idea. Every player could play every position. They called it total football, and it was pure revolution. Johan Cruyff was the conductor. His turns, his vision, his arrogance on the ball, he played football like jazz, improvising in real time and leaving defenders questioning their career choices. They demolished teams on their way to the final. But West Germany fought back and won 2-1. The Dutch went home without the trophy, and somehow, it didn't matter. Orange that lost the final but won something far more lasting, it changed how the entire world thinks about football. Forever. The Jersey Vault. Juventus had Zidane. Juventus had Del Piero. Juventus had everything. Dortmund had a yellow jersey and absolutely zero fear. 1997. Juventus were the reigning European champions. Del Piero, Zidane, Inzaghi, a galaxy of talent. Everyone expected them to retain their crown. Dortmund politely disagreed. Karl-Heinz Riedel rose like a giant and headed 2 goals. The yellow wall of fans was shaking the Olympiastadion in Munich. Dortmund were dismantling the kings of Europe. Then Lars Ricken came off the bench and chipped the goalkeeper with his very first touch. A goal of pure audacity. 3-1. Dortmund were champions of Europe. The underdogs had crowned themselves. Electric yellow that shocked the football world. Riedel's headers. Ricken's chip. The yellow wall conquering Europe with heart over star power. The Jersey Vault. 5,000 to 1. The same odds as finding the Loch Ness Monster. The same odds as Elvis being alive. Leicester City didn't care about odds. A small club from the English Midlands. Nearly relegated the season before. Jamie Vardy, rejected by every big club. Riyad Mahrez, unknown from the French lower leagues. Kanté, running more than any human alive. Week after week, they won. Month after month, the doubters waited for the collapse. It never came. The big clubs crumbled. Leicester kept climbing. The impossible was happening in slow motion. They won the Premier League. Champions of England. Players watched the title confirmed from a teammate's living room, champagne erupting across pizza boxes. The whole world celebrated with them. Royal blue that proved dreams don't care about odds. Leicester's fairy tale, the greatest underdog story ever told in any sport, anywhere, ever. The Jersey Vault. 1 kick. One single kick from the penalty spot. That's all that separated Africa from its greatest ever sporting moment. The ball hit the crossbar. South Africa, 2010. Ghana's Black Stars were the last African team standing. The quarter-final against Uruguay. Win this, and Africa reaches a World Cup semi-final for the first time in history. Last second of extra time. Ghana's header is going in, but Luis Suarez punches the ball off the line with both hands. Red card. Penalty to Ghana. The whole world watches. Asamoah Gyan steps up. An entire continent holds its breath. He strikes it and hits the crossbar. The sound echoes like a gunshot. Ghana lose the shootout. Tears flood the stadium. White fabric that carried the dreams of an entire continent to the edge of history, and fell 1 inch short. Ghana's heartbreak. Africa's heartbreak. The Jersey Vault. He got stretchered off in tears. His knee was gone. The final was barely started. And somehow, his team won it without him. Paris, 2016. European Championship Final. Portugal versus the hosts, France. 25 minutes in, Cristiano Ronaldo's knee buckles. He tries to continue. He can't. He's carried off, sobbing. But Ronaldo didn't leave. He stood on the touchline, barking instructions, coaching his teammates like a man possessed. He couldn't play, so he became the manager, pacing and screaming. Extra time. Eder receives the ball 30 yards out, drives forward, and strikes an unstoppable shot into the bottom corner. Portugal erupt. Champions of Europe, without their superstar on the pitch. Red fabric that proved it's not about one player. It's about the name on the front, not the back. Portugal won as 11. The Jersey Vault. What does it feel like to carry the dreams of an entire continent and an entire Arab world on your shoulders? Ask Morocco. They'll tell you it feels like flying. Qatar, 2022. Morocco's Atlas Lions were the underdogs nobody took seriously. Drawn against Belgium, Croatia, and Canada. The experts smiled politely and looked away. They beat Belgium. They beat Spain on penalties. Then they beat Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal 2-0. Morocco were in the World Cup semi-finals. The first African and Arab nation in history. Players ran to their mothers in the stands. They draped Palestinian flags alongside Moroccan ones. This wasn't just about football, it was about identity, pride, and a message the world couldn't ignore. Red fabric that showed Africa and the Arab world belong at football's highest table. Morocco's Atlas Lions, forever pioneers, forever fearless. The Jersey Vault. 89 minutes gone. Losing 1-0 in the Copa Libertadores final. 40 million fans watching their dream die in real time. And then, Gabagol. Lima, Peru. 2019. Flamengo vs River Plate, South America's fiercest rivalry. River Plate scored first. The clock was Flamengo's enemy. Every second, a dagger. 89th minute. Gabriel Barbosa equalizes. The world tilts. Then in injury time, he scores again. 2-1. His shirt is already off. The stadium splits in half, ecstasy and agony. 40 million Flamengo fans across Brazil erupted. Streets, bars, favelas, everywhere became a party. Rio trembled. It was the greatest night in the club's 120-year history. Red and black stripes that carried the passion of millions and delivered when time had run out. Gabagol. Late. Dramatic. Immortal. The Jersey Vault.